So, a dream where you're a super skinny hairless ape and then fall through a portal where you suddenly become a pony that you've had since you were 3? No, I don't think there's anything particularly strange about that, but the part where you routinely devoured chunks of your fellow cow brethren, maybe we should talk about that. Okay, so the plan is, we're going to talk for 5 minutes, and you can't say anything about clothes. Also, if you touch my bandana, I will bite you.
You know, I don't care what you and the rest of the community says. This is a good episode.
Are you serious? The 100th time we've had to watch Spike succumb to his selfishness.
Right, because no other character has dealt with the same personality flaw over and over. And he's young. It's completely understandable, and a believable arc that he starts with genuine intentions and then lets the powder go to his head.
But did he have to turn into such a jerk?
Now, not everyone, especially real people, are likable all the time.
Why would the princesses plant dragon sneeze everywhere if Spike was gonna be there? Don't they know that Spike's various functions could cause massive disasters? All these conveniences set up so everything could go massively wrong.
Probably a diplomacy thing, and that's one detail. Everyone flips out about those 5 minutes towards the end and don't look at the episode as a whole. It has good animation, good music, good writing, Spike has an emotional journey, the Summer ponies were interesting.
Can we just agree that everything would have been fine if Cadence had done her job and taken charge?
We probably had our own princessy things to do, but fine.
No. Just because you have a new prodigy doesn't mean you're suddenly going to become completely ineffectual to handle equestrian threats that only your progeny can handle now. I mean, it's only been once. You haven't even established a pattern yet.
Oh, Sketchy, talk about the Changeling episode. You're a Changeling, so you must have loved the Changeling episode. Seriously, that was like a fifth of the comments. Do you know Thorax? Is he your brother? There are thousands of Changelings. I couldn't possibly know them all. And seriously, if I loved other Changelings so much, why would I be living on my own? And don't even get me started on the finale spoilers.
So, you didn't like this episode?
Oh, I like the episode. It might end up being one of my favorites of the season. Thorax is a cool new character and it was a great Spike story, even if the song was god-awful. But I liked it because it was a well-made episode, not just because it had a changeling in it. How shallow do ponies think I am?
I mean, think about it. You don't know what the other princesses are doing at all hours. Maybe the reason they get caught so easily is because they're always tired of fighting bigger monsters that they never tell you about.
Timberlight has everything Megan's first attempt was lacking. Build up by having them actually talk to each other for longer than 30 seconds, realizing they have stuff in common, and Timber has an actual role in the story, not this tagged on hero moment you could have just grabbed and lost nothing.
I know, right? It's like they suddenly realize that awkward finger touching and bumping into each other is not the same thing as building chemistry. Plus, he actually talked to other characters, including an established relationship with someone other than the intended love interest. It was like he was a full realized character that people actually put thought into. He was still a major dork though.
Oh, no kidding. All the cheesy lines, the teasing, the fake self-glorification at the end. He kind of reminds me of... me. Anyways, Timberlight might have been really awkward at times, but it still surpasses Flashlight by miles.
Thanks, Celestia. Still, he was a counselor. Kinda wish we knew how old he was.
Yeah.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
Look, I just asked if you wouldn't mind. You don't have to do it. I just asked because it would be easier for you than it would be for me.
And why would it be easier for me to move the couch?
Well, because the last time I did it, I scuffed the floor, hurt my knees, and you have magic.
You do realize that it takes the same amount of energy to do by magic as it does by hoof, right?
And yet one of us can turn a cat into an orange and doesn't have to operate sharp objects with our mouths.
First of all, no, I really can't, because contrary to popular belief, transformation magic is hard. Second, you know why most unicorns can barely even do basic levitation? Because the first time you try magic, it's like running a marathon while holding your breath while your head's on fire!
Well then, clearly I have been talking about things I don't understand, and I apologize!
Also, animation effects can be really difficult.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I can barely make a house. Trust me, I understand how terrible it is to feel like everyone's judging you, and how ridiculous it is that others have this toxic fixation to obsess over the details of someone else's lifestyle. Because in the end, what works for you in your private time is your business, and no one should ever make you feel ashamed of that. That being said, I must say that it is still wise to be aware and considerate of others, so if you do not get out of that and take a bath, not only is it super unhygienic and the jelly will go bad, but you smell like a hydro pit and you have 5 seconds to get that thing out of my house.